to be given again this year, and there's currently a bill in the legislature to extend that for 2 more years. It hasn't passed through yet, so we're watching that. And you may have heard the federal government rejected Arizona's application to use a menu of assessments for accountability. So our students began AZ merit testing last week with the writing portion, and as many of you know, the state had some software issues. But our kids showed amazing resilience, and we're moving on. We did have modified testing calendar last week due to direction we received from the Department of Education. 5 schools had to postpone testing to ensure students had the best possible testing experience, and I'd like to thank the staff for working collaboratively to provide additional assistance at the impacted schools. English language arts and mathematics assessments are being administered this week. The Littleton Education Foundation hosted an awesome bowling event. At the end of last month, the foundation raised over $22,000 after they paid all of their expenses from the donations from sponsors. And we want to extend a special thanks to our foundation board members, lead sponsors Rytan and SFE, as well as ADM Group, Progressive Roofing, Chase Building Team, Urban Energy, Valley Schools, Wholesale Floors, and Public Mechanical for their contributions. Both certified and classified staff attended and had a great time. Ms. Reyes and the Nielsen's were present to represent the governing board, and sponsors and staff appreciated seeing you at the venue. It was nice of you to be there. There are many great student, staff, family events happening around our schools last month. Just this past weekend, 2 of our Welcome Center champions represented the district at Avondale Kid Fest. They were out promoting the district with social media cards, volunteer info, tax credit info, backpack giveaways for school choice enrollees. They also had enrollment packets, and you can see a new family they welcomed into the district on our Facebook page. If you're following us, our team will continue sizing up the competition and brainstorming additional ideas with the budget for this type of community gathering. NASCAR champion Jimmy Johnson came to Estrella Vista to share about the importance of technology in the classroom last month, and he spoke about how he uses technology in his profession with his racing team. And students were able to ask him questions during the assembly. And later on, Mr. Johnson visited a couple classrooms where students were able to present him with their STEM projects. And all the students also received tickets to the upcoming NASCAR race. And it was a day our students will probably never forget. 36 of our 8th grade students joined World Strides in an exciting trip to Washington, D.C., where they had an opportunity to see history come to life, and they were there for the blossom of the cherry trees? So they were gorgeous. And first time traveling by plane for some of our students, and the entire journey and adventure that they'll remember for a lifetime. Students are with us tonight, and they're anxious to give them an opportunity to share more of the details. Collier Elementary had a great pleasure of having Mr. Kim Clark, director of the La Salle mission in Australia, and visit their school and speak to all the 7th grade students. Mr. Kim visited with students to share Australia's history, culture, values, and inspire some curiosity in our students with all that Australia has to offer. He discussed Australian vocabulary, the population of Australia, and showed them some Aboriginal art, and they played an Australian game involving coins. The visit was interactive and engaging for students who reported they wanted to learn more. I want to thank Dr. Ramos for providing this connection. Maybe we'll have to take a trip there next summer. Tres Rios hosted a family dance for students and parents, and they're looking forward to their focus on career and education, their upcoming career day. Our other schools hosted Kids at Hope nights for their families. Collier invited families to learn about the different destinations and stop-by stations run by each grade level. Estrella Vista hosted College and Career Day and featured presentations from an amazing array of community partners. At Fine Arts Academy and at Quinton, students completed passports and travel around the school to participate in different activities. Country Place continued hosting their monthly 7 Habits of Highly Effective Families classes, and those are facilitated by students from the Student Lighthouse team. The Littleton STEM Academy hosted Spring Festival with Kids at Hope Night focused on hobbies and recreation. The evening provided families with quality entertainment, engaging the staff and others in the school community. Our fourth graders had a great time at the annual Project Wet Festival, and students took a journey as a water molecule, transported water, and managed their own watershed. The students had so much fun in the sun while learning through hands-on experience about the water cycle and water conservation. So special thanks to the City of Avondale for sponsoring that event. The 2019 Littleton School District Math Challenge was well done again this year. Teams of 6 students from each school in grades 3-4, 5-6, and 7-8 joined to compete in math problem solving and trivia. Winners of each grade band will compete in the West Side Impact Math Challenge coming up on May 9th. The Littleton District winners moving on to the Regional Challenge are for 3rd and 4th grade, Country Place Leadership Academy. For 5th and 6th grade, the Fine Arts Academy. And for 7th and 8th grade, the Quinton STEM Academy. I'm pleased to report that staff retention is over 90% this year. It might be our highest in recent decades. Our recruiters are on the road right now in Minnesota, Ohio, and New York. Recruiting's been challenging with the 737 MAX 8 airline crisis. So despite those challenges, we have less than half the number of vacancies we had at this time last year, with contract and letter of intent offers out to over half of those openings, leaving less than 24 positions open early in April if all those offers come back signed. Littleton softball and baseball teams are in mid-season. The players are enjoying playing at La Jolla High School for their games. We appreciate the partnership that we share with them. Our teams are preparing for the playoffs, which will begin on May 3rd. You can come on out and cheer on our student athletes every week. In closing, I'd like to express our appreciation to the Silicon Valley Community Foundation for their $3,000 donation towards School Garden at Estrella Vista, to the following organizations for their contributions towards student field trips: the Junior Achievement of Arizona, the Children's Museum of Phoenix, Quinton and Country Place Parent-Teacher Association, and that's all I have this evening. Thanks.